throughout our Thursday, we were tracking some showers and storms around the coastal Empire Low Country, first toward the coast, and then as the sea breeze worked its way inland, those storms were along and west of I-95, and it definitely made for an interesting looking sky throughout the day here in Savannah. Right now, we still have some cloud cover around. Temperatures are starting to cool off. Even with those storms around the region, we were able to warm into the lower 90s, but now cooling off into the upper 70s, still feeling like the lower 80s. The humidity levels remain high for us, and tomorrow will be mainly dry, but still a hot and humid day across the coastal Empire Low Country. Viper radar mainly clear for us right now. We've seen a little bit of activity out into Toombs County, now into Montgomery County. Just one little downpour there in the western part of Montgomery County. We are seeing a little bit of activity off of the coast. This is associated with the area that we are watching for potential tropical development in the Atlantic once it makes its way off of the coast of Florida, around 65 miles off of the coast. Most of this will die off before it makes its way onto the coast, but you might see some lightning off in the distance. Overall, for Independence Day, a hot and humid day is expected. A few isolated showers or storms are possible. Most of us will miss out on that, but certainly keep an eye on the sky if you do have any kind of outdoor plans and be ready to seek shelter in case anything does move through your area. Then over the weekend, that's when we are watching for the potential tropical development. Regardless of what happens with that system, any impacts locally will be minimal and concentrated toward the coast in the way of high surf and rip currents and maybe a strong breeze for us at times. And as that system lifts off to the north and northeast, away from us, a much drier and hotter pattern will be setting up for next week. So overall, a dry Independence Day, and then for the weekend with that system just off of the coast, we do expect there to be some scattered showers and storms, but really not much of a difference in the forecast from what we've had for the past few days. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s to lower 90s for Saturday and into Sunday. So we do have a tropical low pressure draped across the region. That's what's been helping to induce some of those showers and storms, but what we are watching for potential development is this area of cloudiness over Florida, making its way off of the east coast, and overall has a medium risk of becoming a tropical depression or a tropical storm over the next few days. The environment is going to be conducive of slow development as it does push to the north and northeast. So this could be a concern for, say, Myrtle Beach and eastern North Carolina with some heavy rain possible. There certainly is some deeper tropical moisture associated with this area of cloudiness. You can see that in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere in our water vapor imagery, but there is some drier air working its way in from the north. So that could help to limit how quickly this would be able to strengthen. But overall, here's the bottom line. Slow tropical development is possible off of the coast. Minimal local impacts would be expected, mainly toward the coast. Some breezy wind at times, maybe 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts, high surf and rip currents possible. The greatest storm impacts along the coast will be Myrtle Beach and northward into the Outer Banks, so no major concern for us locally. As far as our forecast for our Friday, Independence Day, starting off dry, and then it's after lunchtime when we could see a few showers and a few storms developing during those peak heating hours, but then by dinner time and beyond, conditions will be mainly dry for us locally, so if you're going to be heading up for the fireworks shows, things are going to be looking pretty good around the region. For tonight, partly cloudy, warm and humid with those temperatures in the 70s, and then through the day tomorrow, warming into the lower 90s. Feels like temperatures will be in the upper 90s, if not close to 100 degrees for us at times with a few stray showers or storms, and then slightly higher rain chances for Saturday and Sunday. Certainly not a washout situation, but definitely keep an eye on the sky and have a plan B and be ready to seek shelter indoors if any thunderstorms pass through your area. And then next week, Tina, it is going to be a lot hotter for us and a bit drier, so that summer heat is going to be making a return.
All right, Scott, thank you.